Well, Crookston has gained another church after the unfortunate closing of Joe's Diners in the fall, as the Freedom Church in Grand Forks has leased the building on the corner of North Broadway and West 2nd Street for future church services. The church was originally holding meetings and sermons in the Valley Technology Park, but had to vacate the building after the church had grown too large for the space they rented in it, and the city had found other uses for the space. Crookston campus pastor Joel Schwartz explains.
We had to vacate that place. The city had other purposes for it, and we were too big for it. We just didn't fit anymore. And so we had been looking around at buildings, and we were looking at a different building that day that Joe announced he was shutting down the diner. And so we were looking at a different building. Didn't work out so good. But our realtor, she said, I saw this post on Facebook that Joe is shutting down. Why don't I find out who owns that building? I said, okay, yeah, you look into it. And she looked into it and found out who the owner was, got a hold of him, and he was kind of surprised that a church wanted to come in there, you know. So we did that, got a hold of him, and looked at the space, and it was one of the better spaces for a church in Crookston, believe it or not.